What's going on, everybody? This is Bryan from Kampai Crew, and welcome to another episode of the Kampai Crew podcast. And with me, of course, I have Dan.
What up?
And I got Jimmy.
Hello.
Jimmy, you're back, my man.
I am.
How was your adventure getting beaten up by Naboru? And
I died.
So wait, how are you here?
Dan found the Dragon Balls.
Oh, you wished him back?
Oh, I thought we spoke about that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
It was a journey. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I forgot.
I didn't invite you?
No.
You didn't get the invite?
No, I must have missed it.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you're supposed to RSVP.
He's like, hey, help me. I need your...
Don't lie. We saw you put a maybe.
I thought it was something about other balls.
I was distracted by my 5'7" diva statue. Sorry,
Yes.
My phone was off to the side.
Yeah, no, we saw you hit that maybe button.
That maybe button, the reject, call back later. Oh man, but how we doing, boys?
Good.
Swell.
Yeah, well, swell. We did get news that Anime Next was canceled, which is kind of upsetting, but
Oh, I know.
what are you
man.
going to do?
Let's wait for the next one.
Yeah.
That was pretty, yeah, I'm a little upset by that. They posted a lot of info about it, actually, kind of like really in-depth info.
Yeah,
of
some
why
things
they
were like,
canceled.
oh, it was the venue. Some things were like, prices, and other things was like, oh, didn't want to follow COVID restrictions and all that. So I was like, I don't know what's going on, but
I feel like they could just turn around and say, giving all those like areas of why they're canceling, and just be like, we're just canceling it.
no, not with the internet.
No. It was a whole bunch of the venue wanted to up their prices by like 60%.
Shit ton of
and
money.
then they were like, oh, we either have to cut the attendance or increase the attendance and pack everyone like sardines, which they're like, we're not going to do that. Or we're going to have to increase the badge prices, which they don't want to do that either.
Yeah.
So that it's pretty unfortunate. So I was really looking forward to that because that would have been my first one. But now we're going to have to find something else.
Yeah.
Maybe
We'll make our own anime next.
Yeah. Anime now.
Yeah, so hopefully
We can't wait.
Hopefully they find another venue. I don't know where they're gonna go. Maybe somewhere else in. They could go to Philadelphia, maybe, because it was in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So maybe they can go to Philadelphia.
I mean, they can find another venue
or-
in Atlantic City. Probably.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, but
Just take over the boardwalk.
they'll
Yeah,
have-
the whole thing.
Hopefully it comes back soon because I want to go. I just want more weeb shit to do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of weeb shit, before I get into some news, we went to that cosplay. Otakus with Attitude.
the
event.
etchy party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really fun. It was so funny because, well, I shouldn't say funny. It was kind of annoying, actually, because we got there at 9 o'clock because
Yes.
that's when it said it started. And
Yep.
then around 11 o'clock, the guy, I don't know if it was one of the guys that runs Otaku with Attitude, but he was walking around saying, hey, we're going to go to another venue and start there. And we're like, wait, what? And then this was at like 11:30 or 11.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, we're going to have to go soon. And all of a sudden, once it hit midnight and we were about to leave, the fucking music starts playing.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
I'm like, man, what is going on? I remember you were pretty upset about that.
I was upset too. I had a good time that night though, because I'm like, all right, well, we were out with friends cosplaying, having some drinks and stuff. So it was still fun. You got to network with one of your favorite tattoo artists, which was awesome.
nerds.
Fucking nerds everywhere.
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah. Chris J Tattoo is the Instagram handle, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently they were having issues with DJs and equipments and whatnot. Somebody, because I posted a TikTok of it, and somebody commented under it being like, yo, because we had met them there. And they were saying like, yeah, it was like DJ and equipment failure and whatnot and technical issues, basically.
Which, by the way, your TikTok kind of blew up a little bit. Like you got like 120,000 plays, which is wild.
Cosplay Seth Rogen over here.
Yeah. Somebody called you a weeb Seth Rogen. I was like, oh, I'm sure you would love that.
It was so wild too because the only reason I found out that you posted that TikTok was one of my buddies from high school, Tyler, like commented.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like, oh, I had to take a double take because I recognized Bryan anywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, what am I? I'm like, recognize Bryan. Wait. And then I look and I just see how many likes are play. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is crazy. But yeah, the Seth Rogen comment was pretty funny.
That was awesome. Yeah, I wasn't going to post that either. I had it in drafts for a while because it was short. It was only 6 seconds. And I was like, I didn't get to record as much as I wanted to because, the event kind of got pushed way late. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just throw it out there. And that was the one they did well.
It just goes to show the algorithm,
Yeah.
It's crazy how a 6-second video just gets hundreds of thousands of plays.
I think it helps too because it's a quick loop.
It's just so
it'll
fast,
just start
yeah.
over quick. Yeah.
It almost makes you want to watch it again. You know what I mean? Like it happens so fast. You're like, wait,
Right.
I need to check
Probably
it
missed
out.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
You should repost it with just Bryan running and put Seth Rogen's laugh over it.
that'd be great.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. That would be pretty funny because you can take comments and like put them in the video, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that. I thought that was a weeb Seth Rogen. You should totally do that. That would be awesome,
God.
actually.
I gotta figure out how to use TikTok better, but maybe.
Oh man. All right.
How do you use this Tic Tac?
Yeah.
How do you use the talk of tick?
Yeah. Fix his glasses.
Yeah. Actually. Yeah, but I got some pieces of news that we can run through real quick. Most of them are just like anime announcements or like season announcements.
Okay.
So the first one, Kaiju number 8, which I posted on our Instagram.
Oh, you were reading it?
I am reading it. There's only like 60
That's
chapters
the one
or
with
so right now.
Okay.
the like mechs, right?
No.
Monsters?
Yeah, it's monsters.
Kaiju.
And people have like these power suits that
Okay,
the more they train with them, the more they can like unleash the power of like that suit. And-
What is it, like a kaiju power in the suit?
So
kind of?
so no, the suit itself is kind of the suit just amplifies your abilities itself. But it's funny you say that because there actually are like kaiju weapons that they like modify. I won't go into like super spoilers, but like the weapons themselves are specific, like XYZ. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything,
Yeah.
so just read it. You'll see. There's only like 60 chapters. You could probably get through it in
short.
like a weekend or something.
Definitely.
But I don't think there was like an official announcement, but there was a reliable news source that Toho Productions was going to get the rights to produce the show.
Okay.
So we don't know what studio is going to animate the show yet. We just know that it's under Toho and they're going to be, behind the production.
Everything Mappa.
I honestly, I would not be surprised. I feel like it's a perfect show for Mappa to
Who should we go to?
Map is just
Who
gonna
else?
board up their windows.
Yeah.
No more.
Commission's closed.
I could only imagine, like, you know the meme from what's the movie called? What's the claymation movie? And so like a
Rudolph.
No. It starts with a C. Fuck.
Corpse Bride?
No.
Well, that's more animation.
It's not Clementine.
Coraline.
Coraline. Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't remember.
Clementine?
Dude. I swear, I'm sorry. I could not remember. Don't be offended.
Kumquat.
Yeah, Coraline. My bad. The dad at his computer, and he looks really depressed.
Yes.
I feel like that's Mappa. They're going to be like, hey, guys, Kaiju number 8. Boom. Slams down on table. The guy's just at the desk. He just looks like really depressed, like, fuck.
And then when
got
Mappa
bored.
finally goes outside, it's just Gollum.
Yeah, literally. We opened this new 3D studio. You want it to be 3D? No. Fuck.
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. I can't wait because I really like it. I felt like it was going to get an anime. It's selling a lot.
That's quick, though, too. That's crazy.
Yeah, usually it's like, what, like in the 200s? And then like they usually get like an anime?
Maybe like, around 100 or something. Because like
Jujutsu Kaisen was like, what, like 100, like 9, like around like 80, 100 before they got
it was somewhere around there. And I know Demon Slayer, that season ends at like, what, 99 or something with the Mugen Train? No, second season ends at like 99 or something around there.
Yeah. But again, right now they only have the production rights, so they're not actually they're not
producing
animating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing happening yet. I think they just have the rights
just
to
wait for
produce the
Mappa.
show. Yeah. They're just waiting for.
free.
They're like, hey, when you're finished with Chainsaw Man, we got something else for you to make.
When you're finished with
Get in line.
Well, what else are they making? They're making Chainsaw Man. They're still making Attack on Titan right now. Are they? They're not Jujutsu Kaisen, are they?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are. Yep.
So next, what I got is Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury TV anime teased in new promo and visual. So yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam's getting a new anime.
You into Gundam?
After, I mean, I haven't
like Gundam.
I haven't watched any of the old like original Gundam. But I definitely, I'm a big fan of mechs. Like,
Okay.
I love freaking Titanfall. I've seen Gurren Lagann. Like, I'm a big mech guy.
I still want to watch Gurren Lagann.
Well, I say I'm a big mech guy, but I haven't really watched a lot of Gundam. But I'm just a fan. Like, Pacific Rim. You've seen Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Right? That's, I mean, come on. Giant robots fighting. Who
You should watch, if you ever watch Gundam, you should watch Blood Orphans.
That's really
good.
my friend always recommends that,
Yeah,
too.
that was the one that got spoiled on me the first day I started watching it.
Oh, yeah. I remember you
From your
mentioned
friend,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, my boss was like, "Oh, you watching this?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I hated it because of this happens and like this and this and this." And I'm like, "Oh, I just got done episode 1."
Would have been nice to just watch that myself, but
Yeah, so the anime is coming in October, and this
Me too.
is the What'd you say? I heard it and I was like, he didn't just say that.
Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I just
Yeah, I was like, I was so confused. I'm like, wait, he can't. No.
Not wrong.
Yeah, it's the first TV anime in 7 years for Mobile Suit Gundam. So,
shit.
Hopefully, I'm sure Mobile Suit Gundam fans will be super excited about this. So I got that. Odd Taxi, which I haven't watched yet. Still,
I've watched one episode.
That's the one with the walrus.
Yes.
Yeah, it is getting a movie which comes out relatively soon, if I'm not mistaken. But during the panel at I want to get the name right. There was like an anime convention.
Anime Japan?
Yes,
recently?
it was like anime. Yeah,
Just
Anime
happened,
Japan 2022, and the director or like the writer for the series, someone asked, "Oh, will there be a season 2?" And he said, "Depends on how well the movie does." So if the movie makes a lot of money, they'll probably, like 90%
What
chance
an
there'll be a second
asshole!
season.
He's holding it
It's
hostage.
like, you fucking you better watch this shit.
Go watch my movie 3 times, and then we'll think about a second season.
It's like it's a hostage negotiation right there.
I feel like they have to be greenlit for a second season anyway with all the awards they were up for. They're like, no, but you got to watch the movie. No,
I feel,
or else we can't.
I feel like there'll be a second season.
Yeah.
I feel like that show has like a cult following. Like, it's not like blown up to proportion, but it's definitely at like a level where
I feel like it's on
definitely
like
got some-
almost at like a ranking of Kings level where it's like, oh, everyone who watches it like loves it, but it's not like mega popular. You know,
yeah, that's
I mean?
what I'm saying. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of almost at like that cult following level. Where
Yeah.
it's just like there's a specific group that really loves this show, and they're like, you need to watch this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes that turns people off of that show. We're like, you have to watch this. It's like,
yeah. They're like, you haven't watched Odd Taxi?
what are you, a fucking loser?
Out of here. What else? Oh, Goblin Slayer season 2. That is going to be releasing soon.
Same.
No, really? I
Bro,
don't
it
know.
They're
was just
trying
like-
too hard.
I don't know. Like,
They were just like, what if the goblins raped people like a lot? It's like, all right, fine.
Calm down.
Yeah. Okay.
My thing is they're trying too hard to be Berserk.
It does seem
Are
like,
they not?
It does
Are
seem
they-
like they're trying. Like that's a big thing. I watched the whole season and I was like, all right, whatever. Like if I would have rated like 6 out of 10, because I was like, there was stuff I liked in it, but I was just like, there was so much try hard stuff. You know?
Like Berserk, there was a lot of like fucked up scenes in Berserk.
But it seems like it worked for that.
It did.
Yeah.
It was a very dark anime, and then Goblin Slayer comes in and is like, we have very pretty like colors, but it's rape. It's
Right.
like, what?
but it's but the thing is, like, the first episode obviously has like that scene where it kind of shows a little bit, and then
Well, a lot of it.
I mean, okay,
After that scene, I was like, I'm done with this show.
for the amount that they were able to show, it did show a decent amount. But I get what you're saying, where it's like, why do you hate goblins? And it's like, well, when I was a little boy, I had to hide under the floorboards, and my mom and sister got raped, and it was like the same.
Yeah.
It's like the same
That's what
explanation, huh?
That's what happened in the show?
For the Goblin Slayer, yeah, he hid under the
Are you
floorboards,
serious?
Yeah.
and his mom and
Yeah,
like, sister.
I'm
got
okay.
like-
I'm okay. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna.
No, you don't need to watch it. It's not great.
I mean,
I'll stick with Berserk.
I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I personally liked it. Just the show in general. Like,
We do have that
thought,
kink.
I thought
you have that goblin kink.
I
We
don't
said we
know. I don't
wouldn't
know. I
talk
don't know.
about
I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this, Dan. Stop talking about armor shirt. And they on the next news. Moving on. No more kinks.
What does your shirt say? Goblins are hot? What is this?
No. I can't come up with anything.
Okay.
Bryan,
tried.
on his jeans, he has a little goblin keychain.
I have like stickers and patches and stuff like on my. Look at my denim jacket. It has
Goblin
all
penis.
goblins.
Where's our goblin penis here?
Goblin OC.
Goblin the goblins? What does that sticker say?
Goblin these nuts. Oh,
good.
No.
We should move on.
We should.
The rest of the podcast will just be goblin puns.
They announced JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean Part 2
Oh, right.
will be releasing later this year.
Right. I'm
So-
still not caught up. I swear I watch like an episode a week.
Yeah, are you still on Part 4?
Sure am.
And what about you, Jimmy? Are you
I haven't started.
Part 0.
Wait, I thought you watched some of it.
Brian, I don't have time. I can only read. I don't have time to watch.
So then read the manga.
I have other mangas to read right now.
Oh.
Right now, I'm catching up with Jujutsu Kaisen. After this is Soul Eater.
Oh, you're gonna get okay. All right, fine. Definitely got to get on that JoJo train eventually.
Eventually,
you got to.
Eventually.
It's
One
I'm
day.
gonna start reading Fire Force, so then I can read Soul Eater.
That's my next one too. After Soul Eater, it's Fire Force because I don't have time to watch things.
I want to finish Fire Force first because it's like the prequel.
Mm.
I want to finish that.
which is such BS
The prequel
because
to what?
Okay,
Soul Eater.
so Fire.
Is it? Really?
Yeah.
So Fire Force just finished like
confirmed.
a month ago,
Really?
and the writer, like Dan just said, confirmed that this is like the predecessor or like the prequel to Soul Eater, which is
So I should read Fire Force first. Then is what you're saying?
I would think,
technically. My buddy said if you're gonna watch or read Soul Eater
At this
like,
point
you might
now.
as well watch Fire Force first because it'll just explain blah. I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's not a spoiler to anyone. I mean, not really.
No, they posted it all online.
Yeah,
wrote
that's
articles
true.
about it.
I mean, like I said,
It doesn't tell you anything about it, but yeah.
Which is, like, but I feel like that's just like such a BS thing. He was like, yeah, it's part of the Soul Eater world.
I don't know. I mean, it depends how he explained it. He could have intended that,
I mean, I haven't read it, so maybe once I
'Cause
read it, it'll make more sense.
I read a spoilery part. Like I tried to, when you get to a spoiler and you try to avert your eyes, but like your eyes don't avert right away.
It's like watching like a train crash. You're like, I can't stop watching.
Yeah, so I read a tiny spoiler and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I think
Must read more.
I think it works.
Like,
No, I stopped right there, but I was like,
Dan is forcing his head to like the left, but his eyes are just bulging to the right. Like,
Have you ever done that?
right, what?
Where like you read a spoiler and you're like, I must read more.
yeah,
I've done that,
no,
yeah.
it's definitely like I'll scroll through Instagram and I just see a picture and I'm like, all right, I mean I saw it, so
I'm all in
I
now.
might as well look at it. What they said.
Yep.
Sigh, unzip pants.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then again, like I mentioned, Anime Japan happened, and there's
Right.
a whole plethora of news that I'm just gonna like kind of bullet point read through real quick and
Okay.
I'll
Rapid fire.
I'll just mention some.
Be like those
some quick
things on the
stuff.
commercials where they're telling you like all the problems that you're gonna have. if
All
you
the
take
side
pill.
effects to your
Yeah.
headache medicine.
And it's
May
like,
die.
You don't even hear it. Huh?
Excuse me?
What was that?
At the end of the commercial, if you die, it's not our fault. And you're like, oh,
You know what? I'll just take the ibuprofen. That's it.
yeah. So let's see. We got, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Anime announces its 4th season, summer 2022.
Nice.
Dr. Stone, Ryusui anime TV special set sail in July
Sick.
of this year. Let's see. Stone Ocean, we already talked about that. Ruby, the Rooster Teeth anime. It's getting
I forgot that was still a thing.
it's getting a anime from Studio Shaft. And that's going to
But like a reboot or?
I think it's supposed to be a reboot of like the first couple seasons because it was like
Because I hated the animation.
it was like very
couldn't.
like I wouldn't say janky,
Pastel.
but you could tell it was like done in some low budget production. Like,
I mean, to be fair though, Rooster Teeth is a little low budget.
Right.
Well, but then like after season 3, they went to like the new program,
Studio
and it looked a
Mappa.
lot better. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how that's going to turn out because again, I love Ruby. So if what they say is true and they're gonna kind of like reboot it, quote unquote,
That'd be
but
cool.
just in a better animation style, I'm excited.
Yeah, I wanted to get into it because I heard it was good, but I just
was.
couldn't.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny how like it was like, oh, we have these like boxing gloves, we have these sights, but they're guns. Like, what?
They also touched up on Spy Family, which is going to be coming out in the summer.
That seems cool.
I actually saw a little clip from Spy Family.
Oh yeah. What?
Yeah.
Oh, did they release a trailer or something? Or?
I guess so. It was just like a little clip of like the mom holding like the little girl's hand, and it was like something about like breaking someone's ribs, and the girl's like,
And I mean, again, there's just, I mean, like, look at this. There's so much I could go off of, and it's just too much.
There's a ton.
Yeah, so I'll send Dan the link, and if you want to go
And Dan
through it and
will read
read, it's just going to take too much time if I go through everything and we talk about it.
Gotcha. So
but
Anime Japan, lots of announcements.
Anime Japan 2022, whole bunch of shit announced. But yeah, that's all the news that I have. I don't know if you have anything.
Yeah, just one little thing to touch on.
All right.
It was it's the 25th anniversary this year of Toonami, which is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
and this is also the 10th anniversary of like the Toonami reboot. They did an April Fool's thing on Adult Swim where they just like, because Toonami had been canceled in 2008 because it was literally just like 2 hours of like mostly Naruto and then something else. Which for 2 hours, that's that's not a lot of time.
It's the same episode over and over again.
It was like an hour long of Naruto and then like whatever else. So they on April Fools they just randomly went into like old Toonami, like 90s stuff, and then like Bleach as well, and everyone loved it, so they rebooted it starting then. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
so sick. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
man, Toonami, bro. That it just
the nostalgia.
The promos for Toonami were incredible. Like
Oh, yeah.
when Tom was kind of giving like those life speeches where it's like, oh, you know, back when you were a kid, blah blah blah. It's like, but now you've grown up. But it's like, don't give up on those dreams. And you just see like it's like an AMV like, you know, cut in the background while he's talking, and
Yeah.
it's like so hyped. You're like, oh my god, Tom!
I won't give up on my dreams.
Yeah, exactly. Like Tom, I believe in you. I'll do my best.
I will get a goblin girlfriend.
It's like, yeah.
I'll get that kabusi.
Why is that a thing on the internet now? You just take the word pussy, but then you take the P away and you just put something else in front of it, and it's just like you said, why?
Gabusi.
Gabusi.
Well, you know, like you know the Scrub Daddy.
Oh yes.
They've been posting on TikTok, and they're like, "Please stop calling us a scrubbussy."
Scrubbussy.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh my god, dude. It's just so weird. I just see it all the time, and I'm like,
The
this
internet.
is so weird.
You gotta love the internet.
I know. The internet just never ceases to amaze me. Never. Oh, man. But, and you got nothing, right, Jimmy? No news or
No.
anything? Okay. And that's the only one that you have, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I actually do have news. While you guys
Oh.
had fun in the city, I was stuck working.
Oh, sick.
Excellent news. Round of
Yeah.
applause.
I was working a play.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Oh, that was awesome. But yeah, all right. Since we have no more news, we're going to move on to our topic of the day. And we're going to be talking about our top 3 shonen anime.
Oh yeah. Which
Oh, yeah,
this
for the
was,
big boys.
This was okay. So I went very mainstream with my list just because I'm like, okay, so if you look at what counts as shonen, it's like everything, you know, like it's just the demographic. So it's just
Like I looked up,
so many.
I looked up like the definition of shonen. It's like anything that attracts teenage boys. I was like, oh,
Yeah, literally,
Okay.
literally it's
Anything.
like teenage
Wait, that
boy.
sounds weird.
That's what the definition.
no,
is.
it
Like
is, like-
anything that attracts teenage boys. I'm like, everything. Is everything a shonen?
Like that science teacher with like kind of a big butt.
Is she a shonen?
But yeah, it's just like the demographic. So like as I'm going through the list, I'm like, oh, this is everything. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with like what is typically considered like shonen anime. You know?
Which is why I was telling you guys before we started, I was like, it's so hard to choose a top 3 because there is literally like just so many shonen, and just about every shonen is a banger.
Yeah.
And you know, you're like,
In its own way,
what do
yeah.
I choose?
I mean, especially if you like, you know, what we typically consider shonen. It's just like you said that formula, and you're like, I'm here for it. So
Hell yeah.
You've been conditioned to like it.
absolutely, I'm like, give me that template.
But yeah, who wants to kick off with their first one?
So
You
wait,
wanna go first?
Are
Wait,
we going? Are we doing like bottom?
I guess 3,
or
2,
top?
1.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Okay.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Then we'll hit our honorable mentions.
I mean, well, my 3 is your 2, I think.
It doesn't matter. Oh, also, yeah, I was gonna do a little point
So,
system.
yeah.
So your number 3 will get 5 points. Your number 2 will get 8 points, and your number 1 will get 10 points. And then we'll kind of make our collective list. There'll probably be a couple ties, but yeah, just interested to see like where it ends up.
All right. Well, if we're gonna start with me, because Dan was just like, you? I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Fullmetal Alchemist.
Okay.
And now I've
Metal.
back in high school, I think I mentioned this before in the podcast. I read like the first couple volumes in school during detention.
You mean Brotherhood, right?
Well, yeah, Brotherhood.
Okay.
So, but Fullmetal Alchemist is shonen, but Brotherhood was just like more accurate adaptation of the manga, whereas Fullmetal Alchemist, they kind of did stuff different,
Yeah,
where
it was
like they
horrible.
changed some things. So
It was terrible.
so Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is still like
Yeah,
shonen.
it's shonen.
It's still shonen. But yeah, I mean, you know, what can I say? Fullmetal Alchemist is a fantastic show. I think it's only like what 60 something episodes or a little bit more than that, right?
I think it's
It's
around there.
It's not
Yeah, it's
it's
short.
not too long, but like it's like the perfect length where there's enough story that I love all the characters are like they have. How do I explain it? I feel like there's not
Good
a character.
character depth.
I feel like there's not a character that you're just like, man, I hate this character. I feel like just about every character you run into is you're like, all right, this character's interesting or cool, or like I hate this character, but in the way that they want you to hate that character, like the 7 sins. So you know what I mean? Like all the 7 sins, like all of them are awesome. You know, I feel like every, gluttony, pride, lust, greed. I mean, of course, greed is probably...
At first, I got confused because, like, I knew there were 7 sins, but when you said 7 sins, for some reason, my head jumped to 7 deadly sins.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, all right. it's not that, because 7 deadly sins is terrible.
Now it is. Yeah. After that last season, whew.
Yeah. But no, we're not talking about those 7. We're not talking about those 7.
The anime is a sin.
We're talking about the 7 sins.
Have you rewatched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Have I rewatched it? No.
Yo, you should rewatch it. The beginning of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood hits so much different once you know that everything happens.
It's like Attack on Titan. Like once everything unfolds, you're like, oh no. Well,
you remember the first bad guy they run into, right?
Yeah, the priest. In the church. Yeah. Or
no, not him. They're like literally the first one ever. Like the beginning episode.
Oh man,
the guy in the city with the ice.
Fuck.
You have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I might reread it honestly. Like since
honestly, just watch the first episode, and then you'll be like, wow. So he wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
That is how Attack on Titan is like. It was there all along.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I love when shows do that. So I'll have to go back and check that and be like, no fucking way.
Yeah. I rewatch that like anime at least like once a year probably.
Oh really? Okay, that's fair.
I love that anime.
I still have to watch it. That's like a glaring hole in my weeb card.
It's good.
I have a lot of glaring
me too. I still never watched Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I know there's so many like shows like Soul Eater again, like we were talking about before. I'm like, man, I need to watch it. I feel like this is a classic like early 2000s anime
Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, those things are all like 25 episodes, I think, like 26.
They're short.
Isn't Trigun longer?
Nah.
Really? No, we looked it up like one of those times. It was like 26 or something. Yeah.
Oh my God, wow.
Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, I think Hellsing, I think they're all like the same length.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Just like Samurai Champloo, short and sweet.
Yep. Take a hint, Anime Studios. Make like 26 episodes.
Yeah, you don't have to be a long running anime.
Yeah.
We're looking at you, One Piece.
But money. No, we leave One Piece alone.
But
for now until people see what happens.
Okay.
Going back to Fullmetal Alchemist. I really love the idea of alchemy. I just love that whole equivalent exchange. Idea. And just, if you want to make something, you need to exchange something to make it. So like when they, Edward's arm, he's like, oh, I'm going to make it into a blade. And then his whole arm just completely changes. And then he can change back. And, they're like, oh, there's like a metal bar on the ground. They just touch it. At least in Edward and Al's case, since they did the forbidden, what's the correct word?
Since it was the forbidden alchemy, they don't need equivalent exchange anymore. They could just do it.
They can just slap their hands together, and that's when every time they clap their hands, everyone's like,
clap, clap, clap.
They did something forbidden, or they did like a sin or whatever.
When anime characters clap,
because you need to like make an alchemy symbol in order to actually do alchemy. But they're like, haha, forbidden.
But there's
and is there any like drawback or like what happens?
Oh yeah, he lost his arm.
Oh yeah, Edward lost his arm, and Al lost his entire body.
Yeah, what it is like,
but he can just keep doing that now, or
yeah. Mm-hmm. So like, what happens is like when you go into the truth, you can now like you don't need to make alchemy symbols anymore, but you end up losing something that's like vitally important to you.
Right, but he can just keep doing forbidden alchemy now.
No. He could just keep like he doesn't need to make alchemy symbol. Like he just slap his hand, pull a spear from the ground.
Taboo is the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
he can't just slap his hand and be like, raise the dead.
Yeah,
he can't do that.
Anytime an alchemist sees somebody that doesn't have to draw like the alchemy circle, they're like, oh, he did a taboo alchemy, or he tried to get something back that because I mentioned before, death isn't something you should mess with in alchemy. And since they tried to bring their mom back, et cetera,
right.
And now, so yeah, he lost.
So just for regular alchemy, though, I thought you meant he can just like materialize things like there's no exchange.
Girl.
Okay, good.
No, you still need to exchange. The only pro that you get is that you can just instantly do stuff. But
so when he like brings up a spear, there's a hole in the ground now because he like took the spear out of the ground, so there's like a little hole.
Okay, cool. I thought he had cheat codes now. I was like, that's a pretty good trade off.
There are certain cases where, for example, Colonel Mustang, on his glove, he's got the symbol
Right.
drawn out. So it's already there. Like, it's constantly made. So all he's got to do is just snap his fingers, which creates a spark, and
He's my favorite.
Yeah,
and then when he drew the symbol on himself, carved.
Yeah, that's right. He was like, "Oh, you thought I was done for?" It's so badass.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
then all he needed then was just a lighter. Because his glove was like the thing that would like make the flint and steel kind of. So now I got a lighter now.
I just love that scene when he's burnt. He just like, "Oh, you thought I was done for, Lust?" Shing. And just, it's so good. And then I mentioned it before, but I love Scar as well. Scar is the guy that he's just like a fucking powerhouse, and he has the lightning. Like, he can put his hand on the ground and it like shoots out lightning, or like he just grabs you and just shot. Right? He has the lightning ability, Scar.
He just has a destruction ability.
Okay. So I thought it was like
he's kind of like he's kind of like what's his name from My Hero, Shigaraki.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Where like instead of crumbling, like he would just touch your arm and then your arm would just explode.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but like he could just blow you up.
But he's a powerhouse. Yeah, is what I was saying. Like he can just run through like a wall, like a building wall, and just like the whole wall collapses, and you're like, God damn, this guy's a badass.
Nice.
And he's one of those characters that he's like he's not a hero, and he's like anti-hero.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's kind of there.
He's bad with a mission
for his own goals, and whatever he's got to get through to get to his goal, he'll do. So like, in the middle of the series, he was kind of fighting Al and Edward. Because he's like, oh, what do you get interfering for? And then towards the end, he's like, all right, I'm going to help you, but just because it like serves my cause. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Tsundere.
Yeah. It's not like I want to help you, Baka.
Yeah.
Like I like you.
Yeah, and then the whole thing, oh man, we should have said there was going to be spoilers, but whatever. I mean,
again, Fullmetal Alchemist has been out for like
exactly. It was like
10, 15 years.
This is like there's going to be spoilers for anything that's currently out on our top stuff. Which, I mean, there's nothing too recent, really, and like even the recent ones I pick, it's like, all right, well, they've been, that spot has been finished up for a bit now. You know what I mean? So,
I was going to mention their teacher. The woman.
Yes.
I don't remember her name, but it was they go to this woman who like teaches them a little bit more about the Philosopher's Stone and alchemy, and they see her do like she doesn't have to draw the circle, and they're like, oh, how do you
Izumi.
Yeah, and they're like, how can you do that? And her punishment was she had like a miscarriage, right? And she tried to bring her baby back, and then the truth took away like her womb, and like she can't have kids at all anymore.
Yeah, so, it was like we're gonna take some of your organs, and
that's what we mean. Like when you try to do taboo, alchemy, it just takes, because she tried to bring back her child. Truth was like, well, now you're not gonna have any children anymore because you tried to break the rules. And
Truth is like,
it's one of those things.
Hard truth.
Yeah, it's like a very big drawback. And then, but the plus is that you get, you're like, oh, I don't have to draw a circle anymore.
What a good plus.
Yeah,
no more circles for this boy.
Jimmy?
So I lost my legs.
You have more on it?
I was gonna
go through the whole plot.
I was about to wrap up, but yeah, no, Fullmetal Alchemist. I feel like just about every character is awesome, like great, and like again with Greed and what's his name, like Lin. Right? Is that his name? The guy that comes over from... Right? Okay. He's an awesome character, and then he gets taken over by Greed, but then Greed kind of like... They both... like
He gets greedy.
He gets...
Typical.
Like, Greed acts as more like a conscience. Or Lin is the conscience. I don't know. You'll have to watch and understand, but I love all the characters. I love the abilities. The story is fantastic. It's one of those animes where I feel like no matter how many times you watch it, you're going to love it.
I don't watch it in Japanese. I watch it in English. And
the English dub is really good. Yeah. But the Japanese voice actors are also really good too. Like it's one of those animes where you could watch either way. And
I've watched it in Japanese, and I've come to the conclusion that I prefer it in English.
Yeah, I think for that one, a lot of people do.
Yeah,
but that's my number 3. So I don't know who wants to go next.
Jimmy.
My number 3 is Kuroku's No Basketball.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Right. I couldn't get into it, but I know people love it. And I mean, I did like it. I just I kept watching the first couple episodes and just stopping. So I was just
once you get past those first couple episodes, it gets better. It's like Attack on Titan.
I got it.
Like, it's really good. If you like basketball, like, I don't like basketball, but like, I like the anime. Because it's like, it's Dragon Ball Z, but basketball.
Yep. Basketball Z, everyone says.
Yeah. It's so good. So good. Every team has like one powerhouse person. And it's like, I can copy anybody's moves, or I can shoot threes from anywhere on the court.
I love it. They just really anime-ified
Yeah.
basketball. Yeah.
And then Kuroku is just like,
He's like,
I can pass.
You don't even notice me.
Yeah, I'm
even see me.
invisible. I can pass real well.
His lack of presence is astounding.
That's what I love about it. It's like, when did you get here? Literally, the first episode is like the girl has them all take their shirts off so she could like study, like, because that's the weird part where she's like, I need to see your shirt off so I can figure out what you're good at. It's like,
Fan service?
How does that make sense?
Fan service?
We know you love children. Wait, no.
Wait.
well, I mean, they're all the same age, so it's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But an
like,
adult wrote it, which is weird. I don't.
Yeah,
That's another topic.
But like, I just thought it was funny because like in that scene, like she's like looking at everyone like, okay, you're good at this, you're good at this, and then like she's like, all right, that's all. And he's like, what about me, coach? And she's like, where'd you come from?
What the fuck?
It sucks. I haven't seen this, so I can't have any input. I'm just listening, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Just appears out of nowhere.
Shirtless?
Threes
Yes.
from anywhere? Yep. Yes.
Goblins?
Basketball,
No.
Yeah. LeBron
Are there any
James?
goblins?
LeBron James? Is there LeBron James?
No, but they do talk about. I think they talk about like the famous basketball players too.
I was about to say, did
maybe,
they
I don't
actually talk about real
I
basketball?
think so. Because like I think the one guy, I think he's from America, but he came to Japan because he's like, I'm so good at basketball here that I want to be good at basketball there. It's like, were you really good at basketball?
Usually it's the
Move here.
opposite. Usually it's like, oh, I'm not great here, but over here I think I could do
Over
all
here,
right.
I'm definitely taller, probably.
True.
Yeah, no, I mean the guy's a monster in the anime.
Oh, okay.
It's really good though.
One day I'll get through it.
I was gonna say I'll have to read it or watch it or something.
They actually-
Is it on Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Okay.
They also it's on Netflix too. If you have Netflix, I think it's on Netflix.
All right.
It should be. They also have like I saw a clip of like an actual basketball game, and they took an actual move from a basketball game and put it into Kuroku's no basket. It's where he jumps up to like take the shot, and he throws the ball behind him and passes it from behind the back with his elbow.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and like I forgot who did it in real life, but they showed the clip, and I was
And they're like, you can't do that. Foul.
Totally different subject, but there was a situation like that where they it wasn't okay. So it wasn't like a real life thing that happened, but you've seen Naruto and you've seen the Boondocks.
I haven't.
You know, in the Boondocks, there was like the grandma or whatever was fighting the one of the kids, and it was like the exact same move as in Naruto, like literally like frame for frame. And I'm like, what the fuck? They just stole this move. I love when shows or animes do that. They kind of like take one thing from another.
I
and
like
just
that, but
replicate.
I hate when they do it with another show where it's like Naruto. There's so many fight scenes in Boruto that's like that's just a Naruto fight reskinned for Boruto.
You're just being lazy.
Dude, literally like the one fight with like the main bosses, it was just like that's just Naruto's fight with Sasuke.
It's like,
but with
no, it's
Boruto.
parallels, but it's like, yeah, but you do this too much.
He does it because it was effective.
But yeah, sorry to take the subject off the basketball. Is anything else?
no, that's all I have.
I was like, damn, I don't have anything to say about it. So
Yeah, All right, so far for number threes, we have Jimmy with Kuroku basketball. Kuroku no basket? You know.
It's something like that.
Bryan, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Fullmetal.
And my number three is Demon Slayer. I really did go basic with my list.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
basic bitch.
Listen. Shonen is like the basic line. I feel like
It is.
You can't get away from
Shonen
it. You know what I
is
mean?
the Starbucks of anime.
Yeah, maybe.
The Dunkin' Donuts of anime.
I think probably more. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Okay, so yeah, Demon Slayer. I love all the characters. Like all the Hashira are like super cool. Some better than others, but I feel like all their characters are just awesome. Even just talking about who we've seen so far, like Tengen, flashy, amazing. And it just gives you a cool sense of like the power scaling that they're doing right now, to where you see Tengen at first, and he's just like could obliterate, our main cast with Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu. But then by the end, it's like they really start like holding their own with him. He's still stronger, but it's just like, all right, well, they're really catching up now. But the animation is just like
Top
the
notch.
best. Like, yeah, because, I read through the whole manga and I'm like, it was very good. I liked it. But the animation just takes it, like, it adds an extra point to it because it's insane.
The whole
You read the whole manga, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we all cut. All right.
Yeah, no, the
So
whole time I was reading the manga, I was like, I can't wait to watch this.
Yeah,
animated.
the whole thing. Yeah,
Just to point it out, there might be spoilers because we all have read like the end, like it's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Finish.
I'm gonna try not to.
Yeah, but there, just to warn you, there might be
I'm
spoilers.
gonna try not saying this guy died.
So you just stick into the.
Here's a list.
You're just sticking to anime and movie.
Yeah, for the sake of the conversation, yeah, just anime and movie.
We'll reference the manga, but we won't throw out names.
Yeah.
So okay.
I like that they don't do filler, which is awesome. You know.
Yeah.
It really helps just the pacing of it.
The closest thing to filler is
the
like
end
their training,
Or-
sort of, because you're like, oh, they're just training again. You know, that's like the closest to filler, I would say, but it's still important because they learn new techniques or like something.
Right, that's a payoff to it.
Exactly, but like it's not really filler. I'm just saying it's close to it.
Yeah, and the story, it's just good. It's simple, straightforward. You know, I did finish the manga, and the ending was one that it used to be tropey, but now it's kind of like, all right, well, it's been a while since we've gotten this type of ending, you know, and I enjoyed it. So like,
I agree.
yeah, but just the animation, man, it really like, if I gave the manga like a 7.5 or something around there, like the anime would
bring the anime to 8.5.
Yeah,
just
easy.
tack on another point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, that's why it's my number 3.
Yeah,
Love it.
I was gonna mention the UFO table. That's the studio that does it.
Yeah,
it's just incredible. Like, and I mean, the fight between Tengen and
insane.
Emoji.
Emboji?
That would be something.
I was like, what the hell?
Gyutaro.
Gyutaro, yeah. That incredible. I mean, I don't even know. Like, again, I think we mentioned it before, but it's just the animation, incredible. Like, almost movie quality. Like, they put all their budget on, like, that maybe 15, 20 seconds when they're just clashing throughout the town. I'm like,
that was insane. Oh my God.
Incredible.
Watching that on the TV at night with all the colors just popping, I was like, Jesus, I wish I had a Philips Hue, but eventually.
I actually saw a funny like little video where it's like regular anime shows when fights are close up, it's like they're moving so fast you can't see them. It's like Demon Slayer, you just see them like running at each other like, yeah.
Yeah, but very solid.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree with that.
So, for my number 2, I mentioned this before. I'm gonna have to end up going with One Piece here. Now, I told you I was thinking about putting it on, and I had some others, but I was really thinking it over, and I just kind of like last minute right now. I was like, you know, I'm gonna have to put it as number 2 because right now I'm currently reading through the manga. Right now, I've watched up to Water 7, like the end of Water 7 and Enies Lobby, and that's like what I stopped watching years ago. Now I picked up and I'm reading it again, and just, oh my God, how do I even explain? Like, Oda is just incredible. For the fact that he's been writing this manga for like 20 plus years and it's just still going says enough already.
Right.
I mean, obviously, like the manga just, or the anime just keeps having that like upward arc where it doesn't seem to fall off. Like it always, like once they get to this, like once they get to one peak, it kind of like plateaus and it just goes up again, and then like, oh, here's this power, or here's this new crewmate, and it just keeps.
And he sets it up, he sets it up to where like he puts the seeds out there where it's just like, oh, here's the warlords, here's the emperors, and all that. So you always know like, there's still a bunch. Yeah, there's still a bunch to come.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, that's the great thing about Oda's way of writing is that it's just like a non-linear story. So he's just gonna like the 3 admirals, like they were mentioned in like around 100 or 150, like somewhere in that area, and you don't even see them until like 300 chapters later, and you're like, oh yeah, these guys, shit, like Aokiji, or the ice guy,
oh yes,
Aokiji, I think that's how you say his name,
maybe,
or something like that. I just like read it, you know, yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure it's Aokiji, and when you first see him, when they're on like the island with the long like animals and stuff, and they go to help the old man go catch up to his tribe or whatever, and he just freezes the entire ocean. You go,
badass.
Oh shit, there's stronger guys out there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And then again, like I said, just once you think like Luffy and Zoro and San, you know, they're all like, wow, these guys are really strong. Oda's like, hey, let me show you this guy real quick. And then
this one can body them.
And then he only shows up for like 3 chapters and then leaves. And you're like,
I just came here to beat the shit out of you guys.
Put you in your place.
Know your place, trash.
But again, it's one of the, again, I love when anime has all the main cast be useful.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's not like Dragon Ball where it's like, oh, at the end of the day, it's Goku and Vegeta winning the fight.
That's what it turned into.
No one else can do anything. But in One Piece, everyone whoops ass.
Right.
Like, everyone whoops ass. Even Nami. Nami's like, yo, I got my climate baton. I'm going to do, like, this thunderball attack and wipe you, beat your ass. I'm
Take
like,
that. It's raining on you. You're wet now.
I bet you're uncomfortable, huh?
Bet you want to get those sticky clothes off, huh?
You're going to catch a cold now.
But wait. No,
Wait.
never mind.
But wait, there's more. It's just so incredible. All the characters, all the world building. I mean, like we just said, Oda puts these seeds, and he can come back to them anytime he wants.
Right.
And if he doesn't, then like it's not even that big of a deal because it's kind of just like they exist at least. And
Right.
it just adds more depth. Like, oh, maybe these guys will be enemies, or maybe we won't see them at all. Or the grand line is so big that you might not even run into some of these enemies. But I think Oda does a good job of like bringing them in at one point, or like
Right.
involving them somehow.
And again, you always have something to look forward to because you're like, oh, they mentioned this, this, and this, and we still haven't gotten that, so it's coming.
And I mean, my God, the amount of amazing scenes that come from One Piece alone. I mean, when Luffy does.
I hear you. I just.
I was
I'm
slowly,
like, what is that?
I was slowly turning.
And every time Jimmy is just like listening, he sits right here and just.
Well, I also got also for some reason around here my allergies are acting up. I don't know why.
Are you mildly allergic to cats? Maybe.
No, it's like I don't know, man. I'm not allergic to cats because I'm always near my sister's cat. Like,
Is it
sometimes.
the trees I have inside my apartment?
I don't think those are real, so maybe not.
No, they're real friends.
What?
What?
Nani?
No, but I don't know. Like for some reason, like whenever I come, like it's not like inside your house. It's just like whenever I'm in this area, I don't know if it's like the trees around here. So I'm just like the whole time, just like, like I'm trying to like pull away to the side. Like, if you see me like pull away to the side, it's because I'm sniffing. Because I'm like, my nose.
That's what I like. I feel like I have to clear my throat a lot, so I'll just like lean away and like.
I'm
like,
moving with the mic to breathe. Is there an arc that you didn't like though with One Piece? There was one arc that I hated, and it was what is it, horror bark or like?
I don't think.
I forgot
hated
completely
that.
what it is, but it was just.
People
boring.
think that's a filler, and I'm like, no, that's not filler because that's in the manga.
It seems like filler. That's probably why.
Because everyone's like, oh, if you don't want to like, they're like, if you want to skip the filler, don't watch this. It's like, no, you have to watch that. That's not filler. Like that's real.
Yeah, they introduced a couple characters who come back, right?
Yeah, it was like that's part of the manga. That's not filler.
Just not great.
I mean, to be honest, so far, no. I feel like every arc, there's always been some importance to it. Or at least like, oh, hey, these guys that you met on this island, well, guess what? They're actually these guys over here and they're more powerful than you think, or,
right.
Something like that. So I haven't reached a point where I'm like, oh, this is just boring. Like right now, since I've seen what's going on, like there's a little sense of like, all right, I've kind of seen this, but I'm going to, read I'm sticking to reading everything. Like I'm going to read it all. Like I've thought about skipping some parts. I'm like, nah, I have to stick through and read it all. And not because it's bad. It's just, I know what happens already.
Right.
So, but there hasn't been a bad arc in my opinion yet.
Yeah.
But
I think just the bark arc for me would be it as well.
It was so like, it was just boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just like, this isn't exciting.
And especially with the way they have to make the episodes because they normally don't take a break. I think, recently was the first little hiatus because of the hack and whatnot, but they never really taken a break beforehand. So there's filler. And then it's like, all right, well, when this arc, even in the manga, seems like filler, it's not great.
Well, that's why I feel like I don't think I'm going to read the next chapter of One Piece just because I'm like, it's already fucking 300 and plus episodes, 300 and plus chapters of Wano. It's like, this is too much Wano.
Too much Wano.
Like, I know it's like, it seems like it's coming to its conclusion, but I'm like, this is just too much Wano.
You never know.
I'm like, I feel like it's going to go on for another like 100 chapters.
Could be.
Too much Wano.
But like I was mentioning before, there's just so many great moments. Like one of my favorite moments was when Luffy goes to confront Bellamy. And he has the boing boing fruit. He's got like the springy legs.
So stupid.
And he's just like,
what do you do? Boing boing.
And he's like bouncing across all the buildings really fast. And then Luffy just goes, oh, So you want to know if I can throw a punch, huh? And then Bellamy's coming at him at like bullet speed, and then Luffy just boom punches him so hard that he like impacts the ground, and he's got like a punch mark on his face.
Yeah.
And then the whole crew is like, Bellamy, you're joking, right? And then Luffy just has blood on his hand, and he's like, so there you go. And I was like, holy shit, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of iconic punches in One Piece.
And I was just that one punch right there was just so satisfying. And then, like I mentioned before, you have the punch with the celestial dragon, and he just rockets that guy like up the stairs.
As
and
he should.
He's like, that's the other thing about Luffy. Dude doesn't give a shit who he gets into a fight with.
I think he's
like,
too stupid to care.
I think he knows what he's doing. Like when they were on, like
doesn't give a shit.
I'm about to catch up to it now, but when they free Robin and she's like, I want to live, and he declares like war on the Navy by lighting the flag on fire.
Yeah.
Like Luffy's like, I know what I'm doing.
I just don't give a shit.
You know? And then again, he punches a celestial dragon. They're like, do you know what you're doing? And Luffy's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. And yeah, again, if gear 1, gear 2nd, 3rd, 4th, it's just all the gears.
5, 6, 7, 8.
And, where do I even, like, there's just so much. If I keep talking about it, we can do, like, another hour of just One Piece probably.
Full spoiler cast, yeah.
It's just incredible. Like, I feel like once I finish reading it, it might take number 1, but I have another spot for that right now. But right now, One Piece is definitely at 2. Just rereading it, and just you get the feels. You get you get sad, happy, excited, angry. Like
excited and excited.
I was just saying.
Oh man. Nico Robin.
But
she's got a weird nose.
Don't say that.
Does she not?
Nico Robin.
I don't think so. I mean,
like compared to like Nami and like the rest of them, like she's got a weird nose.
I can't think of it right now.
There's some like art styles like the characters. I'm like, you just got like a weird like ear, or like you got a weird face. Like dude, like
some of your face.
Well, like Demon Slayer, like that dude. Like great drawings, but he cannot draw feet or hands. Like, have you ever noticed like the hands in some of the scenes?
And who?
In Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
They're like their feet are like this, or like they got like little baby hands. It's like, what's happening here? You gotta like
gotta have a drawback.
Just reread it a couple times because I was thinking.
Oh, in the
manga.
Yes.
It's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
One of my favorite fights so far, which I know the community agrees on a lot about, was Usopp versus Luffy.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why that fight is so great is because going into it, you're just like, oh, Usopp's gonna get his ass whooped. He's like so useless, and then he just pulls out all of these like tricks, and he's like, he knows
because he knows
Luffy's fighting style.
Yeah, and you're sitting there like, wow, you pulled out all these tricks, and you're still fucking useless.
And then he's got
why not do this like any other time?
And then he the thing also is that they had the dials from Skypiea, and he uses those dials, which I wish they would like. I don't know if they use it in the future because I haven't read that far, but I like that they incorporated that in that fight because I just got them. So he had like the gas dial, and he threw the gas, and then Luffy's like, "Oh, why does it smell?" And he's like, "Oh, that's because like and he shoots the flame, his like fire star, and Luffy just like explodes, and then he's like, "Oh, you better watch out behind you," because he threw tacks on the ground, like his tack thing.
Yeah.
And then. Of course, like towards the end of the fight, like one of the last moves is Luffy goes to do his bazooka move, and then Usopp has the impact dial, and it absorbs like an impact and redirects it.
Right.
And then he just throws it right in Luffy's face, and Luffy just gets like destroyed. And you're like, damn, Usopp put up a fucking fight, bro.
Yeah.
It's that.
Why not take this skill set and use it somewhere else?
Yeah. So that's definitely one of the goated fights so far, but I know I'm getting up to where Luffy does second gear for the first time, and oh my god,
sick.
We already talked about that, in the powers episode, but yeah. So that's all. I mean, again, we can keep talking about it forever. If you guys want to throw in another comment or something, but that's all I'm gonna say.
No, we should move on.
It's definitely top 2 for me
Usopp's
right now.
Bitch.
Usopp is a bitch. I mean, that's his character.
Yeah, he's horrible.
Zenitsu?
So Jimmy, I know what your top 2 is, but we already talked about it. So I don't know if you want to throw something else in.
Naruto's my top, my second one.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Wait, Fullmetal.
Naruto.
This is in no exact order.
Okay. So Naruto.
Stop looking at my sheet.
Okay, but I'm gonna give it the number 2 spot points.
No, yeah, Naruto's my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought because I see Fullmetal Alchemist as like your second, but So I was like,
in no particular order.
guys, don't
Stop
argue.
looking at my sheet.
Yeah, don't cheat.
Naruto is my second because Fullmetal Alchemist is top one because that's my favorite anime. That was like my first anime I ever finished.
Okay.
But Naruto's number 2 just because it's fucking great. I know you're never gonna watch it.
Never got. I know too much at this point too, and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch the filler, even if I.
It's only 70 books.
That sounds like a lot. It sounds like
It's only 70 volumes.
sounds like a lot for something.
a
I'm
lot
like,
of whoopla.
yeah,
It's only 70 books.
that's a lot of bucks.
It's like
Listen,
500
all you have
chapters.
to do is go on YouTube and just watch like the main fights in full, and you'll be fine.
I've seen like most of the main fights.
Well, there you go. You're fine.
Yeah.
Man. It's okay.
And my buddy Cody he was like reading it as it came out growing up, so he would always tell me about it, and I'm like, all right, so I feel like I know most of the story. I know the big beats at least. So,
Big beats.
Yeah, Dr. Dre. Yeah,
Beet salad.
beet salad, yummy yummy.
But yeah, no, Naruto though, one like very good story. I mean, there's really not much to say because everyone knows Naruto for the most part. Like,
you know
Not much to
Naruto.
say. I mean,
you could say a lot about it, but everyone knows about it.
It all started when he was born.
That's where it all went downhill.
You gotta talk about why you like it. Why is it your number 2? Like,
Dan,
it's high up there.
No, Dan, why do you think I like it?
The fight scenes, some
Tsunade?
of the characters,
Tsunade?
mostly the fight scenes.
I don't like Tsunade. I'm more of a Hinata fan.
All right. All right. No, I agree with that. I'll take that. Okay.
But yeah, no, the fight scenes are great. The storyline is great. The animation is okay for its time.
Yeah,
It's
they put
great.
budget into some of the fight scenes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's typical like shonen from the.
Like, I would actually really
time.
love to see them remake it and have Mappa Studios do it. 'Cause I
and
feel
then at the end of the series, he's like,
Just
and he never has a kid.
honestly, make that.
I feel like Jimmy just wants Mappa to make everything now.
Like Naruto Kai, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, like if like Mappa is
Without
really good
filler.
though.
I mean, they're awesome. They should make everything.
I haven't seen one
Them
bad
and
like
Ufotable.
yeah, I haven't seen like one bad animation from Mappa.
No,
Like they're all
Well,
good.
they're older. No, this was Demon Slayer season 1 because I'm like, I went back and watched some of Demon Slayer season 1, and I'm like, okay, they used to not put their all into like every episode, but now I'm just like, I feel like you can't catch a bad frame unless it's intentional. You know what I mean?
Well, they got all that money now. So.
Yeah, they got that Mugen money. That
They got
Mugen
Mugen
moolah.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Naruto's just fucking great.
Yeah,
The fight scenes are
influential.
amazing. Like you can pick any fight scene. You're like, that was a great fight scene.
That's one of those. It's one of those anime where it's just like, even if somebody doesn't like anime, they're like, yeah, Naruto though.
Well, like everyone knows, like if you're like, hey, like what's a fight scene that you know from anime? They'll turn around and be like, oh, Rock Lee versus Gaara.
Or if you're just like, name an anime,
Yeah,
Naruto's.
Naruto.
Yeah, probably one of the top.
The people that don't
Easily.
want to admit that Naruto's a good anime, they're liars.
Yeah,
They know it's a good anime.
The one thing I love about Naruto again is just all the different types of jutsus and powers.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. Like there's just some that are so creative, like the whole Genjutsu stuff.
Yeah.
with the Sharingan. That's just crazy. I feel like that's just one of the strongest abilities you could have because you just like put someone in Genjutsu and you win.
Like
You know what I'm saying? It's like
no, it's great. It's amazing.
they do have a lot of cool creative powers for
Yeah.
sure.
oh man,
I had a coworker who was like, I don't like Naruto. I'm like, you're a liar. Shut up.
No, I understand not liking Naruto, but to say it's
But
trash.
then I'm like, have you ever watched it? And they're like, no. I'm like, have you ever read it? No. And what do you mean? You shut up.
yeah. I mean, I've watched some of it here or there, and it's not really for me. But I'm not like, oh, it's trash, because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, there's tons of cool parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
in the original Naruto, they had the tuning exams, which is obviously
That's honestly
it's
that's
very-
the only good arc.
It's
of
very
that one.
that's very famous, obviously.
Yeah.
But then what's the other exam where they're fighting in the arena and it
But
was like
still tuning.
is it still tuning?
Yeah.
But it happened so much later.
Yeah.
I thought that was like another level that they were ranked.
No,
Really?
that's still a tuning exam.
Damn, really? I feel like there was so much
The
time.
Sasuke versus Gaara.
Yeah, there was
fight,
like
yeah.
Sasuke versus
Yeah,
Gaara,
that's
Naruto
tuning
versus
exam still.
yeah. Wow. I felt like I thought it was because I'm like
it was longer because that's when Orochimaru attacked them in the forest, and that's what like made the tuning exams.
Oh, got
feel
put
like
on
forever.
pause.
Yeah, so like the tuning exam was like the Gaara versus Rock Lee fight.
Is that basically like their like the equivalent of like the hero license or whatever?
Yeah, so like once
Yeah.
if they pass it, like even if you win, there's still no guarantee that you'll be it. Like you get judged by
the
like how
provisional
you
license
fight.
kind of. Yeah. Okay.
So you get judged by like how you handled it, how you fought. Like Shikamaru lost his fight. He like he didn't win anything really. Like he was the only one that got the tuning exam passed though, even though he lost his fight. Because they're like, oh, like all his tactics that he used worked out in his benefit.
These people are just OP, kind of. Was it like that, or?
Well, like what happened was like Shikamaru used he threw his shirt up in the sky to create a bigger shadow. Used the hole to distract, use that shirt to distract her while his shadow went into the hole behind her.
They're like, no, that's some ninja shit.
Yeah, and like he had her like backing up to the hole without her realizing it the whole time, and like that's why they're like
a point system, kind of. Yeah,
and then because Shikamaru does shadow jutsus. So one of my favorites was when he was sitting in the tree and he waited like 30 minutes or whatever, and the shadow of the wall grew longer. So he tried to like get her again, and she was like, "What?
Nani?
What's her name? The girl with the giant fan that he marries."
Yes.
You don't know her name.
I forgot her name.
Tamari.
Too.
Yes, Tamari. Okay.
Tamari.
Also,
got it.
Dan got it.
Nailed it.
Thank you, Dan.
I'm gonna edit that to be first.
You should.
Yeah, Naruto's got some bad bitches. Hinata, Ina. Right? Is that her name?
Ino.
Ino?
Yeah.
The one with the blonde hair?
Sakura. Trash can.
I was like, Sakura, huh? How?
She's
get
trash.
out of here. Nah, but I was gonna mention the tuning exams, incredible. I loved Sasuke's fit in that arc was awesome.
Oh yeah,
he had like the black outfit with the clean. I was like, this is definitely like my favorite.
Well, you gotta wear the
Sasuke.
black outfit if your whole clan's dead.
Yeah. And then it's okay. He hasn't watched Naruto. He did. No, but then there was like the fight with the Nine Tails and the Garas.
And the One Tail.
Yeah.
I think it's One Tail.
Yeah, it was the One Tail. But I think what was so cool was that he had what's the frog's name? Oh my god, I hate like not remembering the names because I love the show so much, but it's been so long since I watched it.
I agree.
But he summoned, he does his summoning jutsu and summons the toad, and he's like, I can't grab on, like my since he's a frog, he's too slippery. I can't get a good grip.
Yeah.
And then he tells Naruto like, imagine something with like claws and teeth, and then like he's like, oh yeah, the Nine Tails.
Why?
And then I remember. Do you remember Kakashi? He was like, oh shit, like, are we fucked right now? And he's like, oh no, it's just like a imagery or a shadow clone, quote unquote. But yeah, he was able to like grab on and fight. That fight, I remember watching it on Toonami. I remember every week I was so hyped. Naruto definitely was the most hyped watching it on Toonami.
But they definitely they did too much Naruto near the end, and that's when the viewership just dropped.
But
maybe it's trash.
As a
Shut
kid,
your mouth, Dan.
as a kid, I was so hyped for that shit every week. I remember I was like, no, I just want to know the next episode.
Yeah.
My favorite part about Naruto is that they have a little song to get you to remember all the tailed beasts.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll play it for you later.
God.
It's like a 1-minute song. It's very funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, Naruto, definitely a goated show.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my favorites as well.
Anything else on Naruto?
No.
Good. Okay.
Good.
Okay, so my number 2, basic again, Jujutsu Kaisen. It is very basic, but I catching up with the manga, seeing the movie recently, finishing the season. I really like it.
It was so good.
It was so good. Yeah, I liked it a lot. The animation for that is great as well. I feel like, we have high standards from Demon Slayer, but, it's Map Studio and they never miss. I just love all the cast. Like, there's really not a lot of characters that I don't like in it. And, reading the manga, seeing people...
Fuck Panda.
Fuck Panda.
No, I love Panda.
I was like, oh,
Yeah,
no.
Panda's an OG.
Yeah, Panda's great. But, yeah, I mean, everyone's cool.
I watched your TikTok video of the movie review in 15 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And my favorite part was like, it's like, Okatsu, best boy, must protect, has protection. You cut to like Rika out and it's like, has protection.
He sure does.
That was so funny. He's like, must be protected, has protection.
My favorite part of that movie though is just like where he's like Gojo's telling him like, oh yeah, Maki uses curse powers. And,
I love Maki. See, for me, like in the anime, Maki is like best girl. For me. Yeah, I think she's awesome.
It's Maki's the one who uses weapons, and
she
Mai's
uses
glasses.
her twin sister who uses the gun,
with the-
right?
So they're like, oh,
first pistol.
Maki uses this. She can't see, so she has glasses. And it's like, Izuma?
With the cursed speech user?
Yeah, cursed speech.
Yeah.
He's sick.
And it's like, he's got cursed speech. And then
You know Maki?
And then,
No.
I think it's like Izu.
No, isn't it like? Isn't there a K in there? I'm gonna look him up.
And
I'm gonna find out.
Well, then they turn around and they're like, and then Gojo's like, and this is Panda. And like he doesn't say anything about it. He's like, that's the one I had most questions about.
I love it. They started that with like the first like intro, like with the intro. It's like, is that a? I'm sorry.
It is Inumaki.
It is okay. Yeah, he's sick. His character in Zero was cool. Also, I mean, it's the same character, but like just
I liked him
a little more.
Yeah, you got more like screen time with him, where it's like, wow, like you get to learn about him now.
Right.
That's what I felt like. I mean, obviously, since it's Jujutsu Kaisen 0, it's before the show happens. I really liked seeing more of those. Well, in the movie, are they first year students? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I liked seeing them more. Like I like that they got more screen time.
Yeah.
And like you said, Jimmy, but they were awesome. All of them were awesome. You know, everyone had their moment to shine in the movie.
I loved Yuta's character too. He's just kind of OP'd to start with, and I'm not gonna give big in-depth spoilers on like where he comes from and this and that. But
where'd he go? Where'd he come from? Where'd he go?
Sakura's right there.
Where'd he come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Oh, you nailed it.
I was like,
see, I was going to go into it, but all right, Cotton Eye Joe, that's where he comes from. But yeah, no, Yuta's awesome. So he's kind of like a protagonist that I didn't even notice I started rewatching it a little bit. They mentioned him like early on. I didn't notice that at the time because I guess they didn't go back to it. But yeah, he's kind of like a protagonist. Gojo's gonna get more spotlight soon. He's kind of another protagonist in a way because he's gonna get his own little section. Itadori is awesome. He's like the typical,
I saw a theory, and they were saying that they think that Yuta might become like the main protagonist because if Sukuna gets like released and out of control, they think that Yuta's the only one powerful enough to stop him. That's why Gojo, so.
I mean that's tough because I don't think Yuta's ever gonna be stronger than Gojo just because of his power set where he can kind of he has like a certain amount of curse energy and Yuta has more curse energy, like the pool of curse energy that he has at his disposal. But Gojo's powers, he can make it so I barely have to use any cursed energy to output a shit ton. Like,
he's got limitless. Like that's his whole thing. He's got limitless curse energy.
So it's like, all right, yeah, he has less technically, but he could just keep going forever. He's like, an infinite battery. Whereas Yuta has more. Like,
so he's Duracell.
He's Hacks.
He's Duracell.
He's Duracell. He's the bunny. Just keep going. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for him to get more spotlight as well. He's just awesome. I mean, apparently he's Kakashi. Like.
Dude, literally, like
apparently he is just Kakashi.
Yeah,
and then
hair.
I don't know if Jimmy got up to it yet, so I won't say. But Maki in the manga.
Oh my god! Yeah,
I don't know if he's gotten up to it. So
Maki in the manga, yeah, even more best girl now.
Jenny
just
on the block.
Sick.
Oh my god!
Huh?
Maki in the manga, Jenny on the block.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah,
same concept.
For those who know,
exactly.
But Jimmy, you'll get up to it soon, and you're definitely like. Oh shit!
Yeah, once they get into Fushigero's backstory too, like his family and everything, and just again, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but they flesh out a lot of these characters even more. I'm just like, I love you guys even more now.
Do you think so? Like you're all caught up, right?
Yes.
So do you think it's going to be ending soon?
It's supposed to be, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be ending soon. Yeah, I mean that's I think that's pretty much all I got for it.
Does it look like it can end though?
Huh?
Like where it is now, does it look like it can end?
Not like soon, but okay. I think it's going to be
another 100 chapters.
Yeah, I would say within that. Yeah. Let me just see if I have any more notes on this. Oh, I like the curse energy system. It's just cool. Yeah, just kind of like apparently it's kind of more similar to like Nen in its like complexity and like mechanics, I guess. But I never watched Hunter x Hunter, so I don't know.
Me neither.
And just the fight scenes and choreography, like the Todo fight, Todo Itadori Hanami fight. 1 mild spoiler: we are going to get another Todo and Itadori fight, which I'm really excited for that.
Dude,
definitely excited.
So clean.
I won't say who they're fighting, but but I can't wait.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Once it gets animated.
Oh yeah, all this as I'm reading it, I'm just like, I can't wait.
I know, right? Oh, it's gonna be so good, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's my number 2.
I was just thinking like the Todo fight, and like I was just thinking like imagine like Todo just smacks someone across the face and they swap.
That'd be great.
It's like He walks up to you, smacks you across the face, and then swaps to you smacking him in the face.
That's right. Does he choose who swaps? Like, does he just think it?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
It would be so funny, like you said, he just like slaps a guy and they just swap places and he just does like a backhand. Just doesn't expect it. He just switches places like a foot.
I'll talk after because I don't want to spoil it, but like there was some part of the fight scene. So we'll talk about it after.
Okay.
But that is my number 2. Jujutsu Kaisen.
And my number 1, you actually just mentioned it like a minute ago. Hunter x Hunter.
Oh.
Hunter x Hunter. Now, you guys haven't watched or read any of it right now?
No.
All right.
Also, I think people hate when people say Hunter x Hunter.
No.
Is it just Hunter x Hunter?
I think, you are right. I think it is just Hunter x Hunter.
Brian's gonna get like death threats now.
Ratio. It's not Hunter x Hunter. The X is just there.
Yeah.
No. But
it's Hunter multiplied by Hunter.
100 times Hunter.
Thank you for correcting me. I think it is just Hunter x Hunter, even though the X is there.
Is Hunter times Hunter the Gatherer?
Yes. Yeah. See, he didn't write the ending, but we all know.
So, Hunter x Hunter right now is my number 1 because of I love just the whole dynamic between Gon and Killua and their like whole friendship and just like them just venturing out and going on their journey. You know, Gon sets out to find his dad, and then on his journey he goes to get his hunter's license. So you have the license arc, the not training but like the test. It's like the hunter license test.
And there's a tournament arc as well, right?
Yeah, there's a tournament arc.
Love a good tournament arc.
Of course. Yeah, so they do the license test. That's when he meets Killua and they're like, "Oh, let's become friends." And then after they get their licenses, then they go to the tower, like the battle tower, and they just keep going up like the floors, and that's when they learn about Nen. And
I keep thinking you say men.
They learn about men.
They learn about men.
What
there's
do they learn about the men?
There's a certain character. There's a certain character
you can spoil
in the
this.
show.
I mean, it's
well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
You think I care about spoilers?
There's Hisoka, which gone.
Yeah, he's a pedophile clown.
I mean, besides that, his character is really cool with the bungee gum.
Outside of the implied pedophilia.
Yeah, just forget about that. His character, his ability, the bungee gum. That's an awesome ability.
He's got Luffy's power.
No. So anything
it sounds like
anything he touches has like an invisible bungee gum effect. So he can if he touches like a rock, he can pull the rock whenever, and you don't.
Oh, okay.
You don't see that's connected.
Can he do it? Does he have to do it manually, or does it just happen if he touches something?
No, I think no. I don't know if he has to touch something. I'm sorry. I think he can.
Okay.
Shoot the invisible.
Yeah, exactly.
Because imagine giving someone a high five, and then walking away and
because
and then just get fucking thrown.
Because
what happened
during the fight with in the tournament arc, Gon fights Hisoka, and he what he does, Gon smashes one of the tiles, and
that fight scene is so goddamn cool.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah,
he throws up the tile.
Yeah,
and then Hisoka kind of punches everything away, and then Gon comes around the rock and finally gets a hit. It's a little. I'll make it short. Hisoka during the license thing was like, "Oh, if you land a punch on me, I'll recognize you as a blah blah." So then finally, Gon lands a punch on him, and Hisoka's like, "All right. You're getting stronger. Good.
Now I'm gonna fuck you up.
Now I'm gonna fuck you up. Yeah.
No, your play's trash."
And then he finally loses in that. And then after that arc, I want to say they go to. I don't want
Alaska.
York New. There's the York New arc, which is with the Phantom trope.
York, New York.
Yeah. I'm not even kidding. That's the name of the.
Oh, that's great.
That's the name of the city.
Oh, that's great. What is it supposed to be?
It's
New York.
No.
You learn something new every day, York.
Instead of his Statue of Liberty, it's just the Leaning Tower Pizza.
It just completely changed. Dude, I love it.
The figure of freedom.
The figure of freedom. 5'7".
Yeah.
It's the Empire State Building. It's just a King State Building.
Yeah.
Just little things to change.
State of Empire Building.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's the Phantom Trope arc, which is fantastic. That's the group that Hisoka is actually a part of. They have the spider tattoos and they're numbered.
Ooh,
Yeah, really.
Is
really
that
cool
why I
arc.
keep seeing like I always see like tattoos of like a random spider with a number on the belly?
Yeah, that is the
Oh, okay.
Phantom trope.
And I was always like, what is this?
Oh, okay.
Phantom trope. So that's that arc. Then after that, they go into like it's like Green Island, or it's like they get sucked into a video game, and that's when they form their powers. So up to before that, they use Nen, which is like Nen is like a
Key
spiritual kind of thing where you only have a certain amount of it, but you can train to like obviously grow your pool and have more Nen. And
yeah, that's why I was seeing comparisons to Nen and like cursed energy. It seems like a similar concept.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where I can see the comparison. But then they focus their Nen into like an element or like an item. I think Kurapika has the chains, and Kurapika made a pact where he hates the Phantom Troop, and he's like, these chains are only going to be used to kill the Phantom Troop, but that makes it stronger because he made that pact. Like again, like in Jujutsu Kaisen, where you kind of you make what is it like?
Did you think someone was at the door?
No,
I might hit the table.
No, yeah, but like when he did that, he like looked at the. So I was like, "Hello, who's knocking?"
Yeah, but I think in Jujutsu Kaisen, like, can't you make a pact or like something where your cursed energy is stronger?
Because
right?
Nanami had it where like after like a certain time, it goes into like overtime.
Yes, yeah, and then I know Yuta. Well, I guess Yuta kind of made one.
Well,
Rika?
unintentionally.
Well, it was like breaking the curse. Yeah,
yeah. So like it's sort of like that where he made a pact with the chains, and the only people he can kill are the Phantom trope, and if he kills anyone else, I think it will kill him or something like that. I don't remember, but that just makes him that much stronger.
The chains are sentient.
Yeah.
But no.
And then they have like binding vows and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The vows.
That's what it was. Yeah.
But in Hunter x Hunter, Killua does lightning or electricity, and then Gong does the rock paper scissors kind of move. So he's always starts with rock. So he's like rock paper rock, or he can do rock paper scissor, rock paper. He kind of mixes them up.
Rock.
That it does like different moves, but really fucking awesome. Like that's when it really starts to pick up even more, is when they start getting these abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
And then of course after that, probably everyone's favorite arc, besides I would say like the tower maybe. Is
Chimera.
The Chimera
Ant
the
or
Chimera.
something?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it,
and
that's all I hear about when I see Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Chimera.
when the show just like takes a dark turn, and it just gets like really serious. And I don't really want to spoil anything. I'm gonna avoid that. But
I like the dark turns, and especially in Shōnen, like Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a lot of like dark shit that'll happen as well. I like when they sprinkle that in,
Dude,
and
fucking
not like
Junipi.
Huh?
Junipi.
Which one is that?
Itadori's friend.
Oh yes.
It's only that was like
man.
I was like, holy fuck.
I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, I was like, he's gonna be a little ticked off. That's for sure.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But yeah, the in that's where have you ever seen the panel where like Gon is like sitting down, and actually it's my phone background.
Oh yes, you showed me that. Yeah. Oh, it's still your phone background?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's when he's like that, and he's like there. He sits in front of a Pitoff, right?
I don't know.
Oh, you know.
I was like, why are you looking at me, Bryan?
I thought you.
Don't pass me the ball.
I'm sorry. I thought you knew the character, so my bad.
No, it's
I know you didn't watch it, but I thought.
I was like, why are you looking at me? Don't put me on the spot like this.
Yeah, but he sits in front of Pitoff, which is like the cat girl. And there's like a whole reason why he hates her. And again, I'm not going to get into it, but
because it's cats. He hates cats.
Yeah, he's
hates
allergic.
Cats. Yeah. He's like, fuck this pussy. Fuck.
Oh no. God.
So
get it?
Isn't
get
Killua?
I do.
Didn't Killua get his powers by tasing himself a bunch of times?
Yep.
That's my goal in life. Just tase myself a bunch of times.
Well, because
to electricity.
the whole thing.
My nuts don't have any powers, and they. I gotta try a new taser.
Are you allergic
to tasers?
No, nuts.
What?
No, I tase my nuts.
Oh.
No powers, though.
Aren't you allergic to nuts?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Pistachios and cashews.
Why?
Yes. Why am I allergic to nuts?
I don't know.
Biology, Bryan? Come on.
I got it from someone.
Not what I was going for, Dan, but okay.
I know.
But yeah, the whole reason why Killua tases himself over and over to get the electric powers is because his family is a bunch of assassins and basically like tortured him like throughout his childhood and made him resistant to like poison, and he can dislocate his limbs and like he can just do a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, I was just picturing him like yeah, like torturing his arm.
No, I'm not even kidding. There's a scene during the Phantom Trope arc where he's like restrained, like someone's holding him, and he's like, if I can just like dislocate my arms during like there's a distraction that happens, right? And literally the scene he goes and like you hear the crunches and everything, and he like moves his arms out of the way, and it's honestly really awesome when you see like the scene and what happens. But
I forgot what anime it was, but there was one anime that was similar to that where like he would dislocate his arm and then fucking like whip people with it. It was like, what's happening?
But yeah, that again, just another reason why it's my favorite. Like I said, is the dynamic with Killua and Gon, because Killua is, I think, a year or two older than Gon, and he, again, since he went through all that torture and training, he's like more mature and kind of almost holds Gon like in a certain, it's almost like yin yang, you know what I'm saying? Like Gon is like the really happy, like, oh, let's be friends, blah blah, let me show you, and then Killua's like, I'm so glad we're friends, and then Killua's like, hey, you need to take this more seriously, and like you need to control yourself, because Gon lets his emotions get the better of him,
right,
in certain situations. And I love that dynamic between those two. Fantastic show. And then, like I said, it's one of those shows where I feel like it doesn't get boring as well. Like you could just watch it, and like each arc, I wouldn't say it's like One Piece where it just gradually like gets better. Like it doesn't have like that high like arching.
One Piece has a lot of filler.
Yeah,
in the anime.
But I would say it definitely like Hunter x Hunter. It's more like focused, like concentrated. Like it's obviously not as long as One Piece. I think there's only
100 something.
There's like 140 episodes as of right now, and the mangaka hasn't finished it, which is unfortunate.
Who knows?
We don't even know if he will finish it. It's unfortunate. But yeah, really really awesome show. You probably could. I mean, like I said, it's only 140 episodes, so I'm sure you can, bang it out in a couple weeks.
I don't want to, because it's not finished, and I don't want to just be like.
Yeah, I know you said that. You don't want to just sit there and you're like, now what?
Right. I'd rather just come in with the luxury of it being finished and be like, must have sucked to wait.
That's how I feel about like reading like Jujutsu Kaisen and like My Hero, because I'm like, I just want it to end. It's like,
My Hero. It's close, real close. We're in the final arc, and I think Jujutsu Kaisen is supposed to end soon.
Tokyo Revengers is supposed to end soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's on. They say it's on its final arc right now.
Yeah, I'm just about caught up on that. I think I'm only a couple chapters behind.
I'm completely caught up with Tokyo Revengers.
It's crazy. It always like every time. This is the same thing we had with Demon Slayer. Like Demon Slayer got its anime adaptation, and then 2 years later it ended, or not even. And you're like, wait, it's over? Like it just got its first season, but you realize how long it's been being serialized for.
Right.
And you're like, oh, well.
They also need that stockpile of source material, or else you'll end up in bad situations where it's like, well, we'll just, I guess, make some stuff up, and it's like, no, don't fucking.
Well, yeah, it's like Game of Thrones, where it's like, I don't have the last book written.
Right.
It's like,
okay, you gonna finish it in time?
We'll just guesstimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's better to. I feel like it's better to like finish the manga and then make the anime, because then it's like, all right, it's already done. We know everything that's gonna happen, so we can like take our time with it. We don't have to wait for the writer to finish. It's already done.
Right. Yeah. And they can be faithful to it, which Demon Slayer they've been. Yeah, they've been faithful to it, like pretty much exactly. So
that's what I like about the new animes. Like the new all new animes recently have been like completely faithful to the manga
for the most part. Yeah, they're like, we've heard your complaints. All right, we'll stop changing shit.
Fine, we won't make beach scenes anymore.
But yeah, I guess just to finish up my statement on Hunter x Hunter, fantastic show. I think that if I remember correctly, animation's really pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Lovable characters, powers are awesome. Definitely a decent amount of memorable moments. Like, I wouldn't say as much as One Piece, because obviously One Piece is like 10 times longer.
Yeah.
But for the 140 episodes or X amount of chapters, it definitely has like, this was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this is definitely like a peak moment that happens.
Once they finish it, I'll watch it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
For your number one.
That's right. Jimmy.
My number one is Fullmetal Alchemist.
Right.
Oh, but
we did speak pretty.
Do you have
pretty in depth about that?
Do you have a honorable mention?
Hottest character.
Hottest character in Fullmetal Alchemist?
okay.
I don't know. Hawkeye.
From the Avengers?
No, it's Colonel, it's Colonel Mustang's assistant.
Ooh, okay.
God dang.
Assistant, you know what I mean? I don't know what she looks like. But yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Nice.
She shoots people in the face.
Nice.
That's her whole thing.
That's pretty violent.
She doesn't have alchemy. She's just I just shoot people.
Right in the face.
Yeah, no alchemy. Just
How you gonna do alchemy now, huh?
can't use your hands if she's gone.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what Hawkeye looks like.
Okay,
She's
okay.
cool.
Okay.
She's cool.
And any other? I
don't know how old this character is.
Did you even?
No, she's old enough to be a lieutenant. So what you just did there though reminds me of fucking that like sound that's been going around on TikTok from fucking Jimmy Neutron. Maybe I'll have one more.
Yeah, basically it.
Oh man! Wait, did you say a show? Honorable mention?
Honorable mention?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You just said. Oh no, because you were like favorite female character.
Hottest character.
Yeah, hottest character.
Honorable mention?
Yeah, honorable mention. What do you?
Like anyone you thought about putting on the list, and you were like, I don't know.
I mean, there wasn't really any other ones besides
Gotcha.
Dragon Ball.
Right.
But
Okay.
you already mentioned that, so
Yeah. So leading it. Okay. So
it still can be your honorable mention.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to pick one, that would probably be Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
Okay.
True.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, my number one is Dragon Ball.
Hell yeah.
Not for the quality, because
But for the quantity.
for the quantity. No, it's just influential. You know, it really helped popularize anime in the West.
Yeah.
You know, especially on Toonami. It was like the staple in the early days.
If you
for
didn't grow up with Dragon Ball Z, you're gonna hate it now.
Pretty much. Yeah, you're gonna be like,
it's a
this isn't
nostalgic
that
thing.
great.
Back then, it was fucking amazing.
Right, but they did a lot of shit that people weren't doing yet. You know,
They had to draw the show.
Nen and Cursed Energy. It's kind of drawing back to like Ki.
Yeah.
They established that they had a lock on transformations and all that. Yelling in anime, they're big on yelling. But I mean, just really helping pave the way for anime in general. Like most of the current mangaka cite Dragon Ball as like an early reference or an early love.
I mean, fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, didn't they like mention the Kamehameha?
I think so. And in the slime
And
anime,
the Rasengan,
yep. The slime anime, they mentioned the Kamehameha.
didn't they use the Kamehameha in the
Yes.
slime?
Yeah. One of the characters, Veldora. Yeah.
The mangaka for Naruto has a giant Frieza statue in his office.
Right. Exactly.
And not even for anime, and just also like American cartoon shows. Like how many Dragon Ball references there
Right.
are in Cartoon,
Gumball.
in Cartoon Network. And,
Dude, Gumball, that, I fucking love that episode.
Yeah.
Where they all started like powering up and fighting.
I love it.
Fucking what's it called? Kids Next Door.
Yes.
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4. He gets his hair bigger.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's influential, and like
exactly.
anime really wouldn't have its foot in the door as much without it. Maybe once Naruto came along, it would have broken in, but Dragon Ball.
Honestly, there probably wouldn't have been a Naruto without Dragon Ball.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows
maybe.
if it would have caught on as much?
Because there probably wouldn't be a My Hero without Dragon Ball, Jujutsu Kaisen without Dragon Ball.
Right.
There's always a chain reactor, a domino effect.
Yeah.
Look at Naruto. Dragon Ball with Naruto. Sasuke's Vegeta. Naruto's Goku. My Hero.
That was my one more thing.
Bakugo is
the character
Vegeta,
archetypes.
Deku is Goku.
Yeah, and even I've seen people compare Gon and Killua to Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah.
Just the character archetypes of like protagonist and like a kind of antagonistic, protagonist.
What do they call Deku? Green Naruto and angry Sasuke, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, so that's it for me. I still enjoy Dragon Ball. I keep up with reading.
I actually tried watching a Dragon Ball episode again, and like it's hard to watch like the old ones sometimes.
Yeah, what,
Like-
Kai or just regular?
No, regular
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z. Like I watched the Gohan versus Buu fight, and I was like, oh, that's rough.
Yeah,
Like hearing them talk and like watching, I'm like, oh, it's a little rough. But like back then, it was
100%.
like, this is fucking amazing.
yeah, for sure.
Wait,
'cause-
but why though?
That was in the 90s
lip-syncing
still.
or the actual lines they use?
No, like the actual lines they use and how like
The
he just like
pacing.
like how he just like walks up with like his like bulging neck, like he's got like a giant bulge in the back of his neck.
Yeah, they were
And
not.
he just looks up like this.
They were not always on point with the animation for sure.
Did have you ever seen the picture where it's like, oh, the greatest anime progression I've seen is Vegeta's neck, where like in the Saiyan saga, his neck is like normal, and then you see like the Buu saga, it's just fucking like bulging here.
You know who's got really bad necks? Tokyo Revengers. All those motherfuckers are giraffes. Like they all got long ass necks.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're supposed to be like middle schoolers, but
yeah, they all got long ass necks.
They are humans, right?
Yeah. After I'm done reading One Piece, that's like all I'm reading right now. I mean, I read like My Hero and Jujutsu weekly, and Kaiju number 8 whenever they release a new chapter. But I'm literally just sticking to One Piece and just trying to get through it. I think it's almost been a month since I've started, and I'm almost 400 chapters in. So I'm getting around like 100 chapters a week, maybe.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's not too bad.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Like 12 chapters a day, maybe a little bit more than that. But you know, I'm trying my best to.
We'll get back on the math.
My goal is to finish reading it before the Red movie comes out, which I think is during the summer. So I think I'm on pace to.
Actually, yeah. Speaking of Dragon Ball. The Dragon Ball movie is coming out in April 22nd for Japan.
Oh shit!
Well,
right?
No, I thought it got delayed because of the Toho.
No, I just looked at it yesterday.
So it's still fine for Japan.
It's still confirmed.
But no, it's delayed for us till like June or July.
Yeah, no, we're not getting it for a while. It just it literally says like Japan release April 22nd.
Wow. Okay.
That sucks.
I thought they pushed it back for everything because I thought they lost data or. On the movie.
No, I mean, I'll look at. While you guys talk, I'll look it up again. But do you have anything like any other reasons why you like Dragon Ball so much?
No, I mean, I think we touched about all of it. You know, like the story, honestly. Well, okay, so original Dragon Ball, I kind of liked as like an adventure anime. You know, it was completely different tone and whatnot.
Oh yeah. OG Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. They definitely needed to do Kai. You know, because there was, you know, rewatching it in high school and whatnot. There was so much filler and stuff.
Okay.
What is
April
still
22nd.
on? Or is that just the original?
I didn't realize it was called Dragon Ball Superhero.
Yeah, it sure is.
You didn't know that?
No, I just thought it was called Dragon Ball Superhero. I didn't realize it was fucking called Dragon Ball Superhero.
It sure is. And it's decisions like that where it's just like, Dragon
You're
Ball.
a real superhero.
Yeah. But I still love it. You know, it just...
The fuck? Hold on, wait, what the fuck?
What?
What is this?
What,
Dragon Ball Oreos will land later this month, and it's just a picture of Goku screaming and someone just photoshopped Oreos going into his mouth.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Dragon Ball Oreos? Yo, I'm on like I have like 2 more of those Pokemon Oreo.
They're probably not good anymore, man.
No, they're still good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's like a couple of months.
There was no diarrhea the last time I ate one. So.
He checked the expiration date. It's fine.
No, I didn't. I sure didn't.
I see them up there right now. They're open just a little bit.
They're very, very slightly stale.
Listen,
but you know what?
Listen, you dunk them in some milk, they turn soggy. It's
I'm
fine.
No, just like all the
mine.
Muse I got, and I just dunked in the milk. Yo, people got so mad.
Their asshole selling them for like $10,000.
There were, yeah, but I was like, I'm
It's
not
so
going to
dumb,
do this
yeah.
also. Like, I would end up just getting scammed. Like, I'm not going to actually get the money. But, because people were asking for refunds and stuff too, and I'm like, I'm not going to bother with this. Also, it's really funny to see people like squirm. Ooh. I'm going to get him.
Let's go.
I'm going to get him.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I think I got like 4 Muse total or something like that. And I was like, ooh, do I save it? And then I was like, nah, it's a fucking cookie.
What you gotta do is you gotta take a video of yourself making like just fucking smashing them.
I almost did because I was just like, I
You
showed
sent
them
me the
Mew.
video where
Yeah, I
you're
was
like-
like, wow. And then I just vigorously dumped it in the milk.
I remember hearing Jen. She was like, "Oh my god!"
I still have an unopened package
Oh, yeah?
of Oreos downstairs, and I'm just like, I'm gonna save this because it's gonna be worth something one day probably.
Now I would save it. At the time, I was just like, do I save this? And I was like, that's Oreos. I'm like,
Like,
I'm
it's
going to move
probably-
a couple times, and now I'm going to take this package of Oreos with me and
Oh, I'm
stuff. And I was
going
like,
to.
fuck it.
Because I mean, like, it's sealed. Even if it's broken, people will still spend stupid money on it probably.
Yeah, there's a good possibility.
Why
Maybe
did-
with the Dragon Ball Oreos, I'll do that.
Now, see, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do that. That's my get rich quick scheme right now.
Oreos.
sell for $1 million.
The Oreo curator. The Oreo plug. No, I mean, that for Dragon Ball, that's it for me. But, well, you know what? Okay, so Dragon Ball Superhero is like, from an outside view, it's like, this is Dragon Ball. This is Dragon Ball.
I mean,
this
listen,
dumb name.
Listen, we're talking about the show that did Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Exactly.
You know? I mean,
Exactly.
Come
And
on.
my next form, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan.
Oh, his Frieza transformed and now he's gold. I'm going to call it Golden Frieza. All right.
You can't
Okay.
call, like
You've never seen this form before, Frieza. This is Super Saiyan God, but with the form of Super Saiyan. It's like, so it is pretty ridiculous.
Yep. Exactly.
now I'm gonna go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken times 10.
Oh yeah, that's
Literally.
right. Yeah, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God. That was a badass moment though.
Someone turned around
And
said,
Sean Schemmel
Yeah.
did a fucking excellent job.
Oh
doing
yeah,
that.
great voice acting as well.
amazing.
Both the Japanese and the English. I'm used to both of them now. I
I'm
could
still not.
interchange.
Yeah,
now.
I'm really upset. Apparently, Christopher Sabbath was doing signing in the city, and I was like, "Fuck!" I didn't know about until it was like late in the evening.
Oh shit.
I would have totally went yesterday, but
Damn.
I was like, "Rip!" I saw it too late.
Get him next time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it for me. And then my honorable mentions are Attack on Titan. Awesome. I thought it would be seinen, but no, it's still considered shonen. So Attack on Titan, awesome. The ending will be divisive, but overall, I like it if they don't continue it. But I think they're gonna.
Which is today actually? The final episode's today. Because
right.
they didn't
They're
air.
gonna cram all that shit in there. What
They didn't air it last week.
Right.
So I think today is the final last episode.
And it's gonna be the same length. How are they gonna cram all this shit?
Well,
in there?
I
what
heard
they're gonna do is they're
no,
gonna
I
change
heard
it.
Just gonna do another fucking movie.
From what my buddy told me, is that apparently the anime is going to have a different ending. So remember you said the manga added like that extra chapter where it added more questions. and
Originally,
answers.
it was
So I
an
don't-
additional half chapter, but then they just included it in the last one. Yeah, it was weird. But
So I don't know if they're gonna go I haven't read it because I've just been watching it since it's airing now.
yeah,
And I have no idea. I don't know if they're gonna do that other ending or if the anime is gonna have like an original ending, like just completely different.
I guess
Because
we'll
everyone
see.
hated. I don't know. I have
I guess
no idea
we'll
how
see.
it's gonna.
Because the original was kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan kind of ending a little bit. I won't go into it, but like I liked it if they ended it there. If there was no more Attack on Titan after that, I'm like, oh, cool, But we'll see.
Leaves it open.
Yeah, we'll see. And then was there another honorable mention? Oh, Samurai Champloo. I love it.
Ooh,
Short and
okay.
sweet, beautiful, like cool style. Just love it.
That hip hop
Lo-fi kind of, yeah.
hip hop lo-fi
So
rap
cool.
opening. Mm.
Yeah. So stylistic.
iconic.
Love it. Yeah.
I guess real quick, my honorable mention was going to be Dr. Stone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the only reason I have it as an honorable mention is because I know it's finished, but I haven't read up to the ending, so I didn't want to.
So yeah, I guess
complete my
I see
opinion
you're
yet.
nowhere close to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just based off the first
I've only
season.
watched the anime, so I need to read more. But I'm a kid who's always loved like science and experiments and just
Yeah.
like seeing the show and how they like explain everything and gather it all. And Senku's like, oh well, if we build this and then we'll be able to create this, and I love it.
I had a great time
Like,
watching it, yeah. And I followed the science for the first bit, and after that, I was like, like me picturing, like, can I do this in the wild? And I was like, the first bit, I was like, yeah. And then eventually I was like,
Make an iPhone.
No, yeah, they make a phone. At that point, I'm like, I can't do that.
And then they were like, "Oh, hey, here's a glass blower," and I'm like, "Oh, I can't blow glass."
Nope.
So I'm done.
Nope.
I'm good with like flint and steel, or
Right.
flint and rock.
I'll make my shelter. I'll make, a little fire, and not much past that.
Yeah,
Maybe
make
the
my-
electricity. Maybe
I'll make
I
my
think I
spear.
could get up to electricity point, but that's it.
yeah.
Battery and watermelon.
Dr. Stone's definitely an honorable mention, and then I have one more, and that's the show.
Cory in the house.
No, yes, of course, best anime. Shogeki no Soma, which is the Food Wars.
Oh, Shokugeki no Soma.
Yeah,
Food Wars.
Yeah, Food Wars.
Yeah,
I love that.
Ecchi.
I love that show so much. Even without the etchiness, I don't know. It's one of those animes where it just teaches you, like, again, like the whole thing with Dr. Stone and just showing you how they do science. This show is like, oh, well, if I heat this at 400 degrees and let it cook for this, well, and they're
How they do.
and they just
Yeah.
show you how they cook everything. And I remember watching the show and I'm like, can I make this?
Yeah.
you have that exactly like you said. Like, can I do this stuff in the forest with
Yeah.
Dr. Stone? I'm like, can I go in my kitchen and like whip this up right now? And
Right.
is it gonna be like no?
They have a lot of YouTube stuff where they're like, oh, making the Shokugeki no Soma or the Food Wars items, and it's super cool.
I mean,
I fell off in the last season though. I didn't finish it.
yeah. I mean, story is like, it's whatever. It's just like, oh, he's trying to be the best chef. Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's like anime chopped a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
the battles were cool, and obviously, there's the etchiness when
They're very.
everybody just takes a bite and just whoa, all the clothes come up, and you're like, what? What is this?
I take it they liked it.
But yeah, that I'm gonna put those two as my honorable mentions because I love both those shows. Science, food. I mean, come on.
Yep.
And you said your honorable mentions, right, Jimmy?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm going to tally up the points and see if we have close to a consistent top.
I know
so
who
we have,
wins. I was paying attention. Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah, that is the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Number 2
So
is,
with
Stop
15
spoiling.
points.
is Naruto.
You didn't want me to look at your notes. Stop
I'm not
looking at Dan's.
looking at his notes though. I'm just guessing. It's Naruto, isn't it?
No, because you didn't have Naruto on your list, right?
Nope, I didn't.
Oh, that's right. I'm wrong.
So no, it's just
One Piece.
no, because we didn't have
5-way tie.
It is, yeah. The rest is a tie. So, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood takes the Kampai Crew best anime.
That's fair.
Everything else is a tie. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm
not gonna calculate.
I'll accept that. Fullmetal Alchemist definitely.
now
banger
that means
right
that Dan has to
I gotta watch it. Yeah.
there.
Yep. All right.
I have season 2 on DVD, or like the last half of the season on DVD.
It should be on Crunchyroll though.
No, well, this was back when they didn't have it. They only had the first half of it, and then they're like, we don't have the rest.
Oh,
of it.
it's on Netflix as well.
Yeah. But
so
again, that was before they had the rest of it, and I was like,
okay.
I need to watch the rest of it, so I bought the DVD.
Nice.
So I have it.
All right. Well,
great.
you know the Kampai Crew's favorite anime, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Dragon Ball Z.
Best one.
Dragon Ball Z. Boku no Pico. All right. Well,
What's that one?
and on that note, we're going to end off here. Thank you so much for listening, guys. And tune in next time when we talk about, I don't fucking know, probably I would say spring anime. I think that's going to be, because, well, we're getting into the
Spring is in there. Yeah. April showers, spring May flowers, all that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think spring anime should be our next one. So
Probably.
Keep an eye out for that. And thanks for listening.
April showers brings me flowers.
Maybe it does.
May brings flowers, everyone. See you next time. Peace. Bye.